Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Saturday morning real estate marketing show with Ruthie Rocks, Ruth Allbrand, and I am Marketing Max. Today is show number 429, and we have another returning guest, Mrs. Erin Pearson Mills with eXp Realty here.
Hi, everybody.
Who's looking tremendously fabulous with her hair this morning. She's giving me a little bit of a hair envy in the morning here. So, but she's going to share with us here a very important topic, especially during this real estate market environment here, where we're getting multiple offers on a single deal. She's going to show you how she's been able to, I guess, get what is it? What's your coin phrase? I forgot, Erin.
How to get the offer every time.
How to get the offer
in whatever
every
market.
time in whatever market. So stay tuned for that. Before we move on to that, though, Ruth, what is happening in Las Vegas?
Oh my goodness, amazing! We have all just 1.04 months of inventory. Yesterday we listed 154 homes. I want to say that first because I'm so excited that we listed more than we sold.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I mean, we have to have inventory to sell. So anyway, we closed 141 deals yesterday. We put 106 under contract. So the just listed number always needs to be a little higher.
Okay.
To keep us more. I mean, it's gone down to under 3,000, Max.
Right,
Remember, I was nervous when it was going down to 5,000.
So it's still the just listed isn't above the sold, right? We want to get that above the sold number.
Well, we closed 141 yesterday, and we listed 154. So
154, got it.
Yeah. So I think we're still a little bit ahead. But the interesting thing is, I've got a new stat here that I'm going to start doing because we've sold 466 more homes this January than last January, which is amazing.
Wow.
Because we started last year, 2020, with a bang. I mean, it was amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it was just unbelievable. So the fact that we've done 466 more homes is amazing. The big thing is that's $621 million more dollars in volume.
Wow.
I know. And so,
so real estate agents should be making money right now.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And we've done 1 billion with a B, 774 million, $51,000 in volume in the first 22 days of 2021.
Wow.
Unbelievable, everybody.
That is unbelievable.
Yes, you got to make this money while the sun shines.
Exactly right. Exactly right. If you're struggling right now, we got to retool here. We got to retool.
Yes, absolutely. And the other thing that I wanted to say is I've started doing this little stat here. Now, I don't do it every day because it doesn't change that much, but just to give the agents some sense of where the market is. We've only got we've got under 2,000 homes that are under 450,000. So just to give everybody a little benchmark, like if you're looking, what to expect. And then the other thing I'm bringing everybody's attention to is we only have 1,122 new homes for sale. And that's across the 248 new home communities. And I'm learning, agents, that the builders are starting to back down a little bit on their commissions. And I did hear, now this is someone told me this. I didn't find this out for myself, that one builder may not be paying us much at all. It's more of a flat fee than a percentage. So the builders right now, I think what's going on, everybody, they don't think they need us. And this happened before, back in the early 2000s. And I can remember when one of the builders was the only one that was giving us a flat fee, and that was like under $500. So anyway, you got to, so my recommendation or my little tip for everybody today, when you're talking about the market to someone who's potentially going to buy, talk about the good things. Talk about the homes that are on the market and how good they are and how low the interest rates are. Don't get caught up in that ball of wax about how, oh my God, we don't have any inventory, because then they're going to think, well, why am I buying now?
Mm-hmm.
there's never a bad time to buy real estate, and there's always something out there for someone if they really want the house. They don't have to buy a house, but don't make them feel like they don't even want to look. And I'm hearing rumblings in the office. I'm like, no, don't say that. Don't say that. Put the positive spin on things. The interest rates are so low, and last year homes appreciated like $20,000 to $40,000, depending on, and that's from $200,000 to $450,000 price range. So if I'm going to hand you a check in 2022 for, let's say $20,000, and that's if it goes up the average of 5% with the median $400,000 or average $400,000 price, are you going to turn a $20,000 check down because you didn't want to buy because the inventory was low? At some point, if they talk to you, that's how that would be your reply to them. I just we need to keep this rolling. And people,
absolutely,
there's 39 million people in California.
and
they're not going to run out.
And 38 million of them are looking to move. So there's a lot of people out there looking to move here. You make a great point about there's never a bad time to buy real estate. With a caveat, I think location is going to be very important right now, especially if you are trying to play the appreciation game. Unless you find a home that you just absolutely love and cannot live without.
Yeah.
I remember prices in the 2008, 2007, 8 financial crisis in certain pockets, but that were higher than, and I'm talking about like Summerlin right now. Summerlin prices were extremely high in 2007, 8, but now they've surpassed the 2008, 2009 prices in Summerlin, just because that's an area where people love to live, and there's a lot of development and money being put into that area. So, important now, if you want to add a little bit more value to your customers at this point, and clients, is to really teach them about real estate and the importance of choosing the right location at this point if they want to have stability in prices over the long run.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Before we segue to our guests, I want to say hello to Mario, hello to Deborah, our faithful fans, and Sherry Reynolds. Good morning, Sherry. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming.
Yeah. And Leslie, good morning. Yes, good morning. And this might be Joan, or it might be Annetta. She doesn't put her name, but then we have another one from the group. Hello. Yeah, if you're in the group, you might want to say hello, this is Annetta, or hello, this is Joan, because for some reason Facebook doesn't show your name. I don't know why.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, let's get going.
Right. Yeah, I'm excited to bring Erin back on.
I know.
It's been a minute since we've had her back on, and
there she is.
I missed you.
Yeah. All right. So give us a rundown. How you been, first of all, and how did you end up in 2020?
In 2020, I think that through COVID, you either sank or you swam. And so obviously it was rough for a lot of people, but I took the opportunity just to learn, enjoy my family, and grow my business. So I hate to brag, but 2020 was a great year, and this year is exploding even more.
Right. Don't hate it. Love it. I mean, we need more opportunity. I know it's a little bit weird to say that, we had a great year, right? But
strengthen my family.
Yeah, exactly right. So what did you? Did you do anything different in 2020, given all the circumstances? And I'm talking from a marketing perspective, from a real estate management and time management perspective, and how you dealt with customers and clients.
Well, I can give an entire class on time management. I was born that way. I get up at 4:30 every morning. I go to bed at 9 p.m. every single night, and I stick with my structure the entire time.
Wow.
So I get up very early, and I do my meditation, all that good stuff, and you get your little workout in. But it's really important to clean your day and to focus on your calendar first. And so all of the junk emails and everything is clean, so you're ready at 8 a.m., 9 a.m. when your clients start calling.
Mm-hmm. What do you think drives you to keep that persistency here?
Is this a what's your why question?
Yeah, it kind of is, because I can tell you, for me, even personally here, I'm pretty, I would call myself pretty structured, but during this whole COVID thing with the whole, stay at home order and working from home for the most part in my industry, there were some periods of time I would allow myself to maybe sleep in another half hour or 45 minutes because I didn't have a commute time or ready time, but
yeah. take that time. I'm just one of those people. It's just my brand, and it's just I don't like not wearing makeup. So I got up every single day, and the first thing I do is actually do my hair and makeup in case I want to do a good video. But that's just me.
Yeah, well,
I got a lot of hate. I got a lot of hate. You know, everybody's dying, and you know, you're so pretty. And I was like, it makes me feel good.
Gorgeous Erin, gorgeous Erin.
Definitely, your hair looks fabulous today.
Thank you.
You know, that was the first thing I noticed. I'm like, wow, you know, she really did her hair up today for us. So, we appreciate that. So tell volume wise, can you share with us volume wise what you did in 2020?
Yeah, sure. And I don't like to brag about actual dollar amounts, but since I've been with Ruth, actually, I'm going to be celebrating my 23rd month. And we took it from 7 deals in 2019 to 17 deals last year. And I already have, you can look at my pipeline back there. Oh, my wash machine. We already have 7 in escrow right now.
Wow.
So let's not only double it every year, let's do a little bit more.
I love it.
Let's help more families.
I love it. I love it. So let's dig into this. I'm curious, right? How to get the offer accepted every time. This is
my topic of the day. Yeah. And so in this market right now, I mean, it's obviously a multiple offer market. I mean, the inventory is low. And so it doesn't matter if I've got a condo at $170,000 or $600,000 client, which I had this weekend. I'm getting the offer accepted every time. So yesterday we got an offer accepted for a $500,000 home, and I was up against 7 offers, 2 of which were full California cash, and I just had a very strong conventional loan, and I won.
Right. So tell us a little bit of the components or the secret sauce that goes into doing something like that.
The secret sauce,
especially against cash offers. I always thought, like, if someone came with a cash offer, like you're automatically lost, right? Because from a seller standpoint, you're like, that's the best thing ever.
Yes, of course it is. But what the secret sauce is, just getting that connection. Okay. First of all, you have to get that connection with that listing agent. Okay. So even before, people don't do this, it's very digital these days. I'm going to send a text. I'm just going to do it through showing time. I'm not going to pick up the phone. Okay. Would you pick up the phone for a $10,000 admission check? Yes. So it is against my grid too. I'm not that old. I'm not that young, but you know, of course I love texting and everything. Communication is my bag. That's my brand. Ask Ruth, if you text me, I'm back at you in 1 second.
Oh, wow.
So the first thing I do before I tour is I call the listing agent to ask any questions and just to gain that connection. I want them to remember me. And so, you know, I veer off a little bit and I ask business first. I ask my questions. Then I'm like, oh, how long have you lived in Vegas? And I just try to make a connection, make them laugh, make them giggle, make a silly joke. Okay. Even those hard agents that don't have time for me, I'll get them. It's my, I love it. So anyway, now what you're going to do is, even before I tour, if I still have them on the phone, I'm going to ask them, what can I do to help your sellers? And they're like, what? I said, if we were to write an offer, which we were prepared to write an offer today, what would your sellers need? What can I help them out? And I'm usually like, you know, are they older? Do they need a lease back? Do they want to get out of here? You know, do they have a new home build? What would they love? And they're like, oh, and then they start telling me about the seller. Got a little feedback. You also need to know, you have to prep your client for all the things that you're going to do in the next couple bullet points. And you need to know their lender and how many days they have to close. Could we close early? If not, that's not going to be a factor. Do they have a little extra cash in the bank? If they love this house, are they willing to go over ask, but have the cash to back that up in case of the appraisal? So the next thing that we're going to do is, great, you tour the home, you love it. You're going to look at that listing. You already have it memorized. Okay. You're going to look at that listing. Okay. And I'm going to refer down to my notes so you can see my pretty eyelashes every once in a while. But if you want to write a very strong offer, and so here's what happened on the $500,000 home. And so you're going to ask your clients, double the earnest money, triple the earnest money. It's going to be a shock and awe. Okay. Mm-hmm. Of course, you're there to protect their earnest money, but it's a very, very strong feature, and explain to them exactly what happens with the earnest money and how you're going to keep it safe. Okay. Basically, don't ask for a home warranty, and also explain to your clients the benefits, the pluses, the negatives about the home warranty. Okay. You can purchase your home warranty, you know, through the escrow process at a discount, or honestly, if I'm going to get $15,000 check, let me purchase that home warranty for you. If they're arguing with you about that one, okay? Just get a really good, home insurance policy plan, which of course you will. Now, the close of escrow, you've already attained that with the listing agent, okay? And so a little slick trick, if I have not been able to communicate with the listing agent because they're so busy, I'm going to put on their close of escrow or seller's choice. Call me. It's very impressive, okay? Now, can they offer higher? You're already going to ask them and prep them, because you do have those clients that are like, oh no, $5,000 less, $10,000 less. You've already prepped them to know that this is a crazy market, and you already know how many offers they have on the table. Okay, so here's another. That's another thing. If you know that it's strong, they love the house, they have the cash to back it up, waive that appraisal contingency and tell that listing agent you're going to do that. Okay, there's certain terms that you can do that with different loans, but get together with your lender. Now, here's one more little tiny nugget that kind of blew this listing agent out of the water. Okay. What is our average commission?
Okay, Erin, before you do that, I want to stop you right here first, because I have a question about the appraisal, and I want to give a little suspense for that final point here. But so have you gotten any kickback from the lenders about the waiving the appraisal?
I have not in my certain circumstances.
Okay. So they haven't said, no, we can't have that. And they've been able to just go through with it.
Say that again?
So no one's giving you kickback from the lending side, saying that you can't write this in the contract. Okay, interesting.
No, because I already know what they can do with each, because each one is going to be a little bit different. Mm-hmm. Okay, I mean, if it's cash, you can obviously waive the appraisal full on, but if it's a loan, you just waive the time frame. But again, I stay in my own lane. I let the lenders tell me what to do.
Perfect. Okay, good.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. So give us this last secret sauce here.
Okay. Now, our average commission here in town is what, Ruth?
2.5.
2.5. Yes. Well,
on the buyer's side.
On the buyer's agent side. This one happened to be a little bit special. And this one, she was an owner agent seller.
Oh, okay.
That's even tougher. Okay. So I knew I had to impress her because she knows her stuff. She's been doing this for 22 years. Let me tell you. So I also slipped it in there. I was like, you know what? That's amazing. I would love to ask your help on this. They love to help you. Anyway, it was a 3% commission. And so I told her, I said, my clients want it. They fell in love with the school system, the community, the Facebook page you told me about. So I'm going to give you my 0.5%. I'm only going to take 2.5. And that'll be for you.
Wow.
And that was basically the kicker.
That is awesome.
That is the kicker. We've been looking a long time. The family split. And so that's my contribution to get them in the house. It's their forever home. So
fantastic.
Now, I did add this. And so, but it didn't have to apply on this one, but you can add that acceleration clause. Now you guys are familiar with what that is, right?
Well, explain it for those who don't know.
Of course I will. Okay. So the acceleration clause is you can put it in the notes of the offer, and you can make it whatever dollar amount you negotiate with your clients. But I put it in there, but it didn't have to be applied. I said, we will go $500 over any offer with proof of the offer.
Wow. Like so in your offer.
What's that?
In your offer.
Correct. Okay. In my offer. Now, all these little goodies, a lot of the agents, if they're really busy or if they're new, they might not catch all the good things that you're giving to them. Okay. Here, what's that?
So your offer, I'm sorry, but this is important for everybody. So you're saying I'm going to go $500 over your highest offer, right?
With proof of offer.
With proof of offer.
If you know that your clients have the money.
Okay, so from a broker standpoint, because I know that there's some brokers out there that are not allowing their agents. Yes, but here's what makes you different. Most people will say, I'm going to go 1,000, 2,000, which may may make the appraisal not come in, right?
Crazy. Because
people get crazy about it. The fact that you're just going 500 and doing the other giving of your commission, it's not just one thing here.
Yeah. In the marketing world, this is called stacking.
Stacking, cool. Right.
Stacking the cool. And that's from my man, Frank Kern. I don't want to give stacking the cool. So continue.
And of course, what is your favorite title company listing agent? Of course.
Of course. Yeah.
Of course. So, the icing on the entire cake is here. So yes, it's bam, bam, bam. But here's the icing on the cake. Print out that dang offer, get into your car and drive it to the listing agent. Okay.
Mm.
And along with that, along with all the buttercream frosting here, before you do that, you need to ask who actually goes over the offers. If it's Aaron Taylor does not go over the offers. Sarah does. So I'm going to do a little Facebook stalking, make sure I know what Sarah's all about. She's got a beautiful office with fresh flowers. And so I'm going to bring her just some fresh flowers. It's not a bribe. It's just something happy. Here's the offer, that sort of thing. Not too stalkery, but just a little bit stalkery. So if they ask me who looks over the offers in my giant office, I would be so, I'd feel so good. I'd be like, oh, me. It's just me. So, but make sure that you know who is looking over those offers. Okay. And ask them if you can present them. If you cannot present them because they're out of town or something, or it's crazy weekend, they say, send it over. Great. What you're going to do with that is you're going to send them a bullet point of all your stacks. Your stack, you're going to bullet point. So they know that they've got all this to look for in that contract.
So you're going back, everything cycles around. So years
Correct.
and years ago, before you were probably in real estate, we just couldn't wait to meet the agent to present the offer. And we'd always talk to the agent and we were like, that kind of gets your team on, right? You got a goal here. We're going to get this offer on, and you work together. And it's that live contact that makes that difference versus the text or the email. I applaud you.
And the listing agent, because she happened to be the owner seller, she did get to meet us and the clients. And I really know how to make people fall in love with me. So it's all about, just throwing it back, just complimenting and, that sort of thing. And she just said, even though that other cash offer was better, I love your clients. I imagine their little son in the science center. So, I mean, that's the thing.
Erin, what you're showing that listing agent who can go back and talk to that seller is that, this other offer is almost the same, but I know this agent and she's going to get the deal to work.
Yes,
you are creating credibility by going in, taking flowers, whatever you're doing. And because you care that much about the listing agent, you're going to care so much about getting the deal on with your buyer. The psychology of this is beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's very simple. It's dark ages.
Right.
Going back thank you. I was back there then.
Stop it.
Yeah, you make a tremendously great point here. I mean, we got to all remember that this is still a human interaction business game,
exactly.
Right? We can't
community over competition, guys.
Exactly right.
Well, and here's the thing. At the very beginning, when I meet my clients, I have them fill out forms so I know about all their personalities. And I ask them, if you guys have the time or, if you want to, it'd be really great. Just a very, very simple letter letting them know about your family and that sort of a thing. And I always tack it on to that offer. If they don't want to read it, fine. If they do, it's there. And last year I had a great listing, kind of like in a frenzy market. It was just $300,000. I had 14 offers. And at the end of the day, I said, you know what? I want everybody to have your clients write a letter. And I sent all the letters to my clients because they were all exactly the same. I mean, literally, I probably had 5 really good ones. And so I let them pick and choose what family they wanted to live in their grandma's house who just passed away.
Yeah. Yeah. It's thinking past
the money sometimes,
or the check mark mentality. You're not just checking off the boxes, and you're getting into the game. You're not up in the bleachers, you're down on the field. And I love that, Erin. I think that's fantastic.
Well, and here's the thing with like the flower thing. If they didn't accept my offer, which is going to happen, she's going to remember me for next time.
Exactly. This is a small community when it comes to the producers.
Yes. Yes.
And you're playing the long game, Erin, here, not the short game, which is fantastic. What I love about
correct.
And agents. I mean, this is the evolution of your business here. What Erin's doing, right? The extra steps, the extra thought. I mean, this is why clients hire you, right? Erin's demonstrating the reason why a client should use a real estate agent. to represent them,
Yes.
right?
Good
Because
point. Good point, because you go to the seller and you say, here's what I do.
right.
And who else is going to say, these things that she's saying? Not many.
Exactly.
Not many.
Well, and I did take a page out of Aaron Taylor's book. I mean, I'm always impressed with him. And so we just closed a double deal yesterday, closed on a house and moved him into the other one. And I did the walkthrough with her and I was like, gosh, dang it, Aaron. And so he leaves the big thing of salt wrapped with his information and a very nice key holder that they would put on their wall that says, welcome home, Higgins, and with all of his branding on the bottom. And I was like, kind of forgot about that. So today, for the buyers of the home that we sold, who I love the agent as well, I ordered them a charcuterie board and a bottle of wine. And so I'm going to drop it over for her, welcoming her into my seller's home.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic.
So, and just a little, just one more nugget. I have a listing appointment today because my clients that moved out for the last 2 days with the big U-Haul trucks, my sign up front, the neighbors walked over. They'd never met in 2.5 years. And my clients were like, you have to use them. You have to use Erin. She just delivered all this pizza for our moving party. And so I took the time. I got 5 Grimaldi's pizza, not crap pizza, 5 Grimaldi's pizza, 2 salads, all these 2 liters. And I said, how many people you guys got? What time is your moving party? And I brought it all over there. And they're like, what is going on? And so I put it all on social media. And so these clients, the neighbors that called me for the listing appointment, I said, okay, great. I'll bring everything over tomorrow. Sounds great. Ordered them a charcuterie and wine board as well. And I said, I'm going to send you my information, even though you already have my picture on the sign. And I want you guys to stalk me on social media. And they said, oh, we already have.
Fantastic.
So when you,
Don't let the stories die.
So do you monogram the charcuterie board?
Well, I will. This one is very overnight.
Yeah.
And it's actually a really good friend that started a new business. And so I'm going to be ordering the boards from somebody else, a disabled single dad, who's going to emblaze them for me. And then they will do the charcuteries. That's my new thing.
So what Brian Buffini, that's one of his tips. And he says that at the bottom of the board, you put, their name and when they moved into the house, and you say something, so that they don't forget, 2021, that they moved into their house.
Right.
Yeah.
What I love about the pizza moving thing is, a lot of agents, especially when they're first starting out, they're hesitant about spending money, obviously, right? Because they got to watch their budget and things of that nature. Yes. But if you really kind of look at it from a marketing perspective, what you did there, right, is every opportunity that you do something really well or do good for the client, and they allow you to use it as marketing pieces, shoot a video, it adds that element for you that in the long run will recoup 10 times that investment.
It's a $600,000 listing. So
right. Exactly right. Exactly right. No, fantastic. This is the competition, everybody. Yep. Right. Moving forward, you cannot be just the agent that knows how to open a lockbox.
Yeah.
Those days are gone.
And just a little tidbit, because I'm also a product of Ruth. And so I'm all about the social media, never let your stories die. And so I prep my clients too at the very beginning. I'm like, are you comfortable on camera? Because, I love doing this, even if it's just for myself. And sometimes they get so into it at the end, they're taking pictures for me. And right. It's just, we make it fun. And if they're not comfortable, or an FBI agent, which I have. So I'm like, okay, you go tour, and I'm just going to be down here just showing this beautiful home.
You need a library, everybody, you need a library of testimonials. Yes. And no matter what you do, when you send out an email, you just put a little PS. So here's my latest client. And then you just put in that testimonial. You have no idea. That is better than any advertising that you can do.
Yes. George O'Brien is actually going to help me. He has a fabulous video just like that. And he's going to have his editors put me together one.
Cool.
Thanks, George. Community over competition.
Well, I tell you, I know in our office, we have a great community there, and everybody's helping everybody else. I'm teaching, Jimmy Dague is teaching, Aaron Taylor's teaching. I see you teaching your team, and Sam Coleman teaching his team. There is so much community there and so many people learning from each other. And Aaron, it's like I told you today, share what you're doing. I see Teresa and Claudia, they're sharing what they do. Share what you're doing, because there's only one version of you.
Correct. You have to
that's where the
landscaper's too bad.
That's where the competition stops. Someone's going to love Aaron. Someone's going to love Mac. Someone's going to love me. Someone's going to love Teresa or Claudia, and but if you don't get yourself out there, you're not even in the running.
Exactly right. And 99% of the time, they don't even do what you tell them to do anyway. So no, I love this community over competition thing because especially in the real estate industry right now, I mean, probably for the last maybe, decade or so, the community from a reputation standpoint, with the iBuyer platform, with the online thing has been a little bit tarnished, taken back, right? I think the marketplace is not placing enough value on real estate agents as much anymore. And what you're doing right now, Aaron, with all your techniques, right, and your personal touches and the above and beyond what the normal real estate agent would do, by teaching that and elevating the rest of the community to do the same, what you're doing is raising the consciousness and the credibility of your position and of your industry.
Well, let's talk about iBuyer for 1 second. So, Ruth, in your opinion, so you know that Zillow became its own brokerage and they took everybody's, what do you call it, away?
Yeah, the advertising.
Yeah, they took all that stuff
away. The Premier.
Which I was not a part of, but they also took off your reviews.
Yes.
They took your reviews off.
They're in competition with us.
At this point, where would you suggest to myself and the audience for your clients to put the best review of you? How many, which platforms?
Well, I think you have to do LinkedIn. You have to do a story. You have to do Facebook, and even TikTok.
Like on your Facebook business page?
TikTok. And now the new app is Clubhouse. I mean, you can create your own room in Clubhouse and everybody's going to want, if you create some suspense to that idea and you go into a room there, what's Aaron's testimonial of the day? Get a theme going in Clubhouse. I'm always telling everybody, brand whatever you do, because that's how people are going to find you. And you cannot be all things to all people. So you have to pick the particular platform and contextualize what you're doing to the platform. Like with Clubhouse, you have to be a particular subject matter so that people, when they're looking for you, they go to that subject matter. LinkedIn, you want to take all the California agents and then connect with them and send them, look, this is my testimonial, send me a referral.
All right, Ruth, give me a LinkedIn class this week.
Okay.
Well, here's 3 areas that you can't overlook. I can tell you that consumers still reach it. Is one, you got to make sure your Yelp review is good. I mean, you might be surprised, but people still use Yelp.
Yeah, they do. Especially Californians.
Right. And not only that, Yelp, these platforms, if your name, if you're on there and your name's there, they have what they call high ranking juice. Right. So, I mean, if you're on Yelp and your name's on there and you have a few reviews, I mean, when someone Googles your name, Yelp was going to come up in like 1 or 2, 3 things because of their ranking juice. 2, you still get Google reviews is still out there too, right? And again, if people are using Google, so if they're searching for your name, you make sure your reputation on the Google reviews is good as well.
Google yourself.
Yeah, like Google yourself and find out, if there's a review on you, and if you don't know that there's a review, it could be a bad one, and shame on you for not knowing. And 3, I think YouTube right now, I would put all your video testimonials, especially the one that you're making right now, on YouTube. Right? Because again, it's a built-in Google application. So if someone Googles your name, that YouTube video is going to come up and rank very high. So I think those 3 engines, you got to make sure that they're in order. I don't know if you take a whole, I don't think you put, 80% of your effort getting those, but you got to make sure at least, you're on there and
you have to build it into your week.
Right. And you just check your reputation on those 3 platforms.
And when you do the YouTube, you need to, in the description, just about paraphrase everything that your video is about and make it a question, make it a question when get a thumbnail with a question, and then, do your description with paraphrasing what your video is about. And then below there, look at my YouTube and you'll see all the different ways people can get in touch with me if I have anything I'm offering, because there's a big area there that is free advertising space. So when someone goes to look at it, it says see more. Everybody usually clicks on that. And then there's all the places where they can find you and all the things that you're offering.
Exactly right. I think you need a, here's a suggestion, Ruth, a YouTube course, because that is a underutilized platform right
It
now
is. Yeah.
from a marketing standpoint, because people think you're just creating the Ruth is right. Contextually, though, you cannot go on YouTube and create videos of you like, hey, I just sold this house in the background here. No, that's not what people look on YouTube for. They want to see tours of homes.
It's not a vanity site at all.
It's not a vanity site. It is a do-it-yourself or research or
information
something.
site.
Right. Entertainment and education, not self-promotion necessarily. Right. So, especially old school self-promotion. Effective self-promotion moving forward is giving value in the form of education or entertainment of some sort. And I think, Aaron, your personality fits right in that box, right? I think you'll be smashing. You can do like 2-3, since you're not trying to monetize on YouTube, you can do like 2-3 minute videos on YouTube. You have your testimonials of your tours of the certain areas. And then you just, find the keywords that people search for from a real estate standpoint and just dominate. I mean, really, if you want to do that, I mean, I urge you and work with Ruth to do that, because no one else is really doing that very well right now. And YouTube right now is, I still think more and more people are coming onto YouTube as a platform and use. No one talks about it yet because it's not a promotional platform. It's not a promotional platform that's being taught right now, but it is a content, archive that you can build all your promotional branding material, but in a way that educates and entertains, which you have the elements to do that. That's, if you do it properly here, I don't think anyone can dominate. The first person that does that is going to just crush it in this market and around the market. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Get it.
Yeah. And all of these things, everybody take time, and don't expect instamatic results. That's not how it works.
Correct.
And that's
every time I start to get so nervous I want to throw up, it's like, slow down.
Yeah.
It's only 4 a.m.
Yeah.
No, fantastic. So what's your goals and transactions this year? Have you written? Are you a goal person? Do you write down goals? Do you do a vision board or anything like that?
Yeah. So we're just challenged to just double our production. And so just in my life coaching group, and I was like, well, let's just do that in 2 months. And so I would like to say that I can do 40 homes this year, help 40 families. I think that's very attainable, because with EXP, you want to icon, you want to sell approximately 30 homes. And so you want to icon. So your $16,000 cap, you reach that, and then you get it back in stock. And what amount is our stock this weekend?
It's at 90 in the 90s, something 98 or something like that, 97.
$101.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
33 cents. And we're coming up into our stock split, Ruth. And so February 1st, we're going to do a 2-for-1 stock split. And so we're going to have the same dollar amount. So if I have 100 shares, then I'll have at $10, then I'll have 200 shares at $5. So it's going to be pretty dang amazing. And it's going to lower the rate. So for the incoming agents, they get to buy in a little bit lower.
Yeah. That's fantastic.
Yes. Very exciting.
Yeah, it was only a matter of time until a virtual company made an impact in this industry, and then with the COVID, it just fit right in.
It proved that you just do everything on Zoom and go into a world, and it's all virtual.
Right. Yes. So the timing could have been better for that company and your brokerage right now. So, anyways, any last thoughts for us, Aaron?
For me? From me?
From you. Yes.
Oh, I don't know. What are you doing this weekend?
So, I mean,
I'm actually excited to go visit a couple more things in our city. And so we're going to go see Area 15 today and do some videos and photos and experience that.
What is Area 15?
Area 15, you can kind of call it, it's a visual experience. It's kind of right off around Spring Mountain and I-15. So you go in, and there's like a huge bar in the middle, and there's different experiences. It's kind of like a rave, but not. Okay. So it's like you're going in and it's all visual experiences. So I guess you'll have to watch my stories to get more of, because I haven't been there yet.
Yeah,
so
that's good. Tune in to Aaron's Instagram and Facebook story.
Definitely. And you have me up there as Aaron Mills, but let's not forget it's Aaron Pearson Mills, like a pie, Pearson Mills. So you definitely want to follow me on Instagram and Facebook, because I make it entertaining, and you can learn how to rock your social media by changing your algorithm. If you have any questions, you just DM me.
And if you don't know what DM is, then come and take those classes.
DM, message me.
Okay, so what would you like me to put up here? Aaron, Pierson.
Mills.
Right?
Yep. That is my
Mills.
branded name, Aaron Pearson Mills. My husband hates it that I use my maiden name, but it is legal. So it followed me with the real estate license.
And you want them to friend you on Facebook, or what would you like them to do?
Yep. If you guys are agents, definitely friend me on Instagram. You can follow me on Facebook, but I keep my Facebook free of agents as much as I love you, but it's just an algorithm thing. So.
And here's just another idea. If anyone takes that, I'm an idea guy, especially. But what I'm not seeing is start doing testimonial videos from other real estate agents. Right, Aaron's great.
That would be great.
Yes.
Right, she got the deal done. We have issues. Blah 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 blah. But work with each other. Community over competition. Right?
Yes, definitely. That is a good idea.
Just because you're promoting another real estate agent doesn't mean that you're not self-promoting yourself. And in fact, it's like someone would be looking like, oh, that's kind of cool. She actually appreciated it.
Different.
Right?
Yeah,
I mean, so get with your lender, get with your title agent, right? Have them do testimonials. And because then if people understand that you're great to work with all around, then people will want to work with you more. Right?
Pretty easy.
Pretty simple. Karen, right? So I mean,
KISS.
Right. If I work with her, I know my deal's not going to fall out of the on the backside on the 11th hour. Right.
Yeah,
so
because we've done all of our research.
Yeah. Get some testimonials from some agents that you on the opposite side that you're working with, and community over competition. I love that.
That's true.
Yes. And I just want to say, let's see, I put your phone number somewhere.
If I were to get a tattoo, it probably would be that. I am tattoo-less.
Community over competition.
or Ruth, you'll laugh at this one. 43,560. The only tattoo I'd get. You know what that is?
43.
That's a square foot and a mile.
No, yeah.
And an acre, a square foot, an acre.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I remember from the test so many years ago.
That's an acre.
And you use it every day.
That's right. Yeah. So, Aaron, you are trying to build a team, and if you are listening and you want to belong to a dynamic team and get some of this brilliant information constantly flowing out of her brain, right?
Well, yeah. I'll tell you how our team is structured. And so each one is an individual. I take no commission from you guys. We do 3 weekly Zoom meetings. And so you don't have to go to an office or anything like that. And we do Wine Not Wednesdays. And so you can also bring other agents in and learn about EXP and what we do. I actually have hundreds of warm leads that I can't possibly attack all of them. So each one of my clients, my agents get leads too constantly.
Fantastic.
Super. Yes, and Mario is saying that our team meeting rocks.
It does. We're very positive. We like to start our day positive. We practice Brian Buffini and we've got life coaches and social media coaches, and so we do it all and keep you consistent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Woo.
So if you don't want to compete against Aaron, because she's obviously rocking it right now. If you can't beat them, you got to join them. And you got to be around people who are doing the things necessary that put you in the places where you want to be. And Aaron,
absolutely,
congratulations.
Yeah. And if you guys have EXP questions, you can ask me about that, because there's different things with revenue share and just a whole bunch of different ideas going on. So I like to compare brokerages apples to apples.
Absolutely.
Yes, and there's a lot of brokerages out there, and everybody's different, and that's what I love about this city. There's not just one brand that dominates this city. It's just it's all over the place.
Not like they're out of power.
Right. Aaron, you have been, it's an honor, to have you as a guest, and we keep bringing you back because you give those nuggets out there and help people all the time.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. We should get you back at the 6-month mark again, or maybe even earlier. But,
maybe even
we can talk about algorithms or something. It'd be fun.
Well, they change all the time.
Right, absolutely.
Correct, yeah.
So, all right.
Thanks for having me, you guys. I love it.
Yeah.
Super.
Any last words for you? What's going on this week in the training? Ruth?
Well, we Monday we have a law class, and we had I'll just be brief, but we had a scramble. Our instructor couldn't teach on Monday, so on Friday, Kane and I are like going, "Oh my God, what are we going to do?" So the CEO of our board of realtors helped me find an instructor to do the class on Monday in law. It's not going to be 10 to 1 though; it'll be 9 to noon, just an hour's difference. Still free lunch. And we're going to make it a Zoom class. And Keith Kelly, one of the past presidents of the Board of Realtors, is going to teach the class for me. Keith and I go way back. I've known most of the people in the board for 30 years. And so it pays to stay in this business and have more birthdays. So, and today's John's 75th birthday,
It is.
everybody.
Yes. Happy birthday to John.
And he's doing an open house today from 11 to 2 in Red Rock.
Wow.
So he's still out there, he's still out there. Just love his
Good man.
energy.
Work on your birthday.
Yeah, work on your birthday. Anyway, so we do have a law class on Monday, 9 to noon. Go to bee.vegas and sign up if you haven't. It's going to be Zoom. I'm going to send everybody an email today, an email tomorrow, so that you can be reminded to sign up. It's a core class. You need your 4 core classes for your license. And if you already have,
this is your reminder.
Well, and if you already have, your core classes, you can take another core class and it counts as general, because normally the core classes is where you really learn the meat of the meat of real estate. So I invite everybody to join. I think we're one of the cheapest in town when it comes to, what it costs to come to our classes. And if not Monday, but normally if you come, you either have happy hour or a free lunch. But Keith Kelly would like to just Zoom instead of having people. So that's okay. Zooming's good.
Yeah, I'm excited to come into the office. I like to feel the vibe.
Yeah.
And Aaron's going to be there, everybody. So
not this Monday.
Okay.
Yeah,
come and meet me.
Right. Exactly right.
Thank you, everybody. We love you.
Have a great week, everybody.
Thank you.
Aaron, thank you for coming on.